Greetings. This video, I will be exposing the corrupted government of this system, along with the Hebrew Israelite community and my son's father, Justin Staver. We're going to first start with Justin Staver. Justin Staver, my last child's father, has a love affair with his mother, and his adoptive father turned him out. He low-key despised women's existence. Him, along with many other men. He is a member of a gay secret society cult who targets women with young children because they are also pedophiles. They are guilty of all of the 7 deadly sins. You all shall be punished for your sins and wicked and evil doings. They are guilty of human sacrifice, child porn, blood sacrifice, human trafficking, child trafficking, sex trafficking of women, men, and children. They are guilty of abuse, molestation, abuse of dark magic, theft, molestation. My ancestors are saying of infants as well, molestations of infants as well. They are also guilty of illegal, fraudulent documentation of deceased, innocent people whom they sacrifice. I'm hearing also slaughtered and brutally murdered. There are official policemen and government who have covered up the death of thousands since the establishment of the Hebrew Israelite community. I'm going to say that again. There are policemen and governmental involvement that has covered up thousands of deaths that happened, the causes of death that happened within the Hebrew Israelite community and all around the world. Everyone were getting paid under the table. It's an underground secret society, multi-billionaire business, and they worship the devil. This is grand. This is big. This is major. Many governmental officials are involved. Judges, lawyers, doctors, psychiatrists, police officers, witches and warlock covens, school teachers, daycare professionals, priests of church organization in Hebrew camps, also priests of Hebrew camps and their entourage, also their council, also their entourage and their councils. The Israeli Knesset members are involved. Every president all around the world, and also the mayors and governors, members of the wicked secret societies all around the world. Dig this, even the Feds Department and CIA and FBI has a mole. That's right. Your organization has a mole. If y'all didn't know, I'm talking to the feds. If y'all didn't know, I've now brought that to your attention. It's time to clean the house. I encourage you all to watch the movie Hostel. There's 3 parts. It's a film about wealthy men and women who were members of an underground slaughter party. They would target tourists whom they later whom they later trafficked to the highest bidder in order to be tortured by them. They would target these tourists whom they trafficked to the highest bidder in order to torture them on the dark web. The bidding took place on the dark web. Here's the thing you must understand about a narcissist. They like to brag about their evil doings with such arrogance due to them viewing the prey as gullible or as a due to them viewing their prey as gullible and as a souvenir. One second. As a souvenir, they brag about their evil action, indirectly gaining more power to them, viewing their prey being gullible, dumb, or nonchalant in their eyes. That's right, bitches. I'm exposing y'all asses. I don't fear any of you because I know my power. Thus, I know I overpower all of you with your weak magic combined. And to top it off, I fear none of you, which places your fear tactics back upon you. At this point, you should be shaking in your boots. That's right, weak villains. You all have been introduced to your villain. I have become the villain of all villains. I fear no one. Due to the great power of the divine spirit of life, which is God, my ancestors, my cosmic and galactic elders, my spirit guides, the archangels, the fairies, and all the elements of Mother Nature all flows through me gracefully, strongly, magically, mystically, and powerfully. I am the ancestor the ancients spoke about. I am the ancestor who will bring change within society, within this world. The wrath of karmic judgment by the one and only in the flesh, the Eye of Ra, the solar goddess, lioness goddess of war and destruction, introducing Sekhmet at her best, bringing in karmic judgment upon the wicked and nothing less. So understand, I am currently aware of my power and the destruction I am to cause upon the wicked who are all involved in this worldwide underground secret societies hidden in plain sight. I am aware of my assignment and I am prepared to take the actions necessary at any given moment. I am prepared to take the actions at any given moment. Do you hear me? Those who were involved in a scheme placed upon my life, you shall be brought to your deaths. Those who were involved with the death of my father, Ben Ami Carter Ra, past deceased leader of the Hebrew Israelite community, those of you involved in his death, you shall be brought to yours. Those of you who are members of Hebrew communities in Christianity, of any religion, you all have been tricked and bamboozled. The same people you all fear within your communities and churches and organizations, in certain church organizations are the same people who will be brought to shame and embarrassment. They will be punished right before your eyes. There's a saying that goes something like this: there's always a bigger devil. I'd like to reintroduce myself. Hello there. I'm your ultimate devil. Let's play a game, shall we? This game goes a little something like this. How long can you keep up the facade of being a righteous servant of God? Let's see how much longer you all can uphold the sliding mask that is slipping down your face. The evil medicine you served, prepare to taste. Prepare, because it can be at any moment of the night or day. Watch this new trick, y'all. Clear the stage. Make a fucking way. This is segment's time to shit on an army of enemies. Dig this. They have to gather, dig this, they have to gather who they believe to be their greatest and strongest witch covens to attack me, and still couldn't take me with those cheap dollar store candles and old items of mine in a jar. I know y'all got some old items of mine in a jar. Y'all doing jar work, y'all get, I'm not gonna mention the items, but y'all, I know y'all get graveyard dirt. Come on now. But they have to gather their strongest witch covens. Many of them with their cheap dollar store candles and old items of mine in a jar. How old is that damn jar by now? How old is that work by now? Sherry Patton William, how old is that work by now? Like, really? Because that shit been expired. I can see it. I'm literally looking at it. It's so fucking old. It looks trifling. My grandmother, Sherry Patton Williams, the woman who raised me to believe that she was my biological mother, the one who molested me, the one who turned me out. My grandmother has an old menstrual pad. She has old menstrual pads of mine from way back when she used to cast spells upon me as well. She has old menstrual pads from way back when I used to live with them. I know what I know. I know what I know. And you should know by now that when I speak, it's facts. That was a current download about the menstrual pads. That was a current download. Back to the topic at hand. An army of witches sending death spells, trying to sacrifice me, and they lose every time against little old me. Ha! Pathetic. Very pathetic. And quite ridiculous if you ask me. But the divine, my ancestors, my spiritual team, plan to make an example out of the people who you all look up to. My spiritual team, the divine spirit of life, God, and my ancestors plan to make an example out of the people who are wicked of authority figures. Many authority figures of high status are going to be sent to prison. Some are going to be brought to their death. Depend on your sins. They want the world to see you all's demise and great moment of undying shame. You shall be brought to your knees in the faces of those you've harmed. You shall be brought to your knees in humility and remorse to those whom you've wronged. Who knows? I might grant you to live long enough until your death penalty, that is. That's right, bitches. The beast has fully awakened, and she's hungry for vengeance, destruction, and karmic judgment. In closing, I'd like to add that all of the world's organizations, government establishments, educational institutions, daycare, kindergartens, military, business establishment, hospitals, pharmacies, all real estate, historical museums, medical institutions, farms, science labs, NASA, all social media sites including Google, cable, the news company, banks, the dark web, the agriculture organization, the food that we eat and drink the food that we eat and drink that is all poison in order to maintain the enslavement of this civilization by blocking your third eye activation. It's time to awaken. Damn, ancestors, come through. They are losing power as I speak. You have nothing to fear. But all that I recently mentioned are all under the Black Cube secret society governed by the Alpha Draconian Reptilians. If you don't know about the Black Cube secret society, now is the time for you to do your research and educate yourself. If you are unaware and uneducated about the Alpha Draconian Reptilians, now is the time to educate yourself. They are the dominance that rules the world. Now, after hearing this exposure, which is from my pure intuition and ancestors, after hearing this exposure, which is from my pure intuition and ancestors, you now have to understand why they tried to murder me over 1,000 times. They wanted the world to view me as mentally unstable because they did not want you to believe the exposure of them that I just exposed and recently exposed and previously exposed in the past. They didn't want y'all to believe the truth about them. That's right, bitches. It's the Queen of Swords around this motherfucker. I will be the one to bring them to their demise, and they knew this, which is why I was heavily targeted and gang stalked leading up until now. They feared the day I will awaken and fight for this cause. They feared the day I will awaken because they remembered my wrath and power from past timelines. And I became awakened. To their tactics from past timelines. Which is how I stopped playing the game of chess. Y'all still playing chess. I don't play chess anymore. I don't play chess I don't play with the pieces, baby. No. I've mastered your tactics, your fear tactics, your manipulative tactics, your game tactics, your love spell tactics, your love tactics, your magic tactics. I have awakened. And I have mastered your game and played it on you. And not only that, but I have become the game of chess itself. I'm not a player. I am the game of chess itself. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the soon-to-be grand finale of Sekhmet's real life reality show. The New Age High Priest and High Priestesses are rising. Those who were first will be last, and those who were last will be first. Lazarus, so mo it be. Ashe.